Hello, beautiful beings. Welcome to the February 2021 energy update, reading all the messages and whatever guidance really needs to come through for you during this time. So remembering that this is a general reading, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And what I really want to bring across, especially for the month of February, was something that just caught my eye and resonated with me, was the Celtic holiday. So the Celtics, the ancient Celtics, really believed in living more cyclically. So living by the phases and the seasons. They basically separate the year into kind of phases, right? We have our dark year and our light year. And February is the beginning of this light year that they would call Imbolc. And I hope I'm saying it right. But I just wanted to read this little passage that was kind of a poem, kind of not, just a prose from someone from this book. It's really, really nice if you are into astrology or really just trying to get into the moon phases. It's Gaia's Rhythms for Women, We Moon, and this is just the 2021 version. I just wanted to share this with you guys because, I mean, the art is absolutely gorgeous. Just all of it. And this is the page that I want to kind of read to you guys. So we have Our Lady of 10,000 Names here. So beautiful. But this really hit home for me, especially when I started pulling cards and started tapping into the overall energies for February 2021. And it's definitely going to be a time where we need to simplify things, where we need to begin preparing for spring almost. That's basically what we have going on here. So we're really wrapping up patterns. We're really going through specific shadow work, maybe with some people. Others of us are asked to really take it slow, really tap into our own sensuality and our own pleasure and creativeness within our actual body. So a lot of it's been pretty airy, and yes, we are going to have a new moon in Aquarius at the beginning of this month, and the sun is then going to be moving into Pisces. So we have some watery, some airy energy here, and that's if you are looking at this from the Western astrology lens. You can also look at it from the sky astrology lens, which is very fascinating. I highly suggest you look up sky astrology. You actually have a different natal chart. Your stars are actually aligned a little bit different from this way of seeing, from seeing the stars exactly where they are and noticing that we actually have that 13th sign, Ophiuchus, instead of basing it on the Gregorian system, right? Two different ways to look at that and really tap into whatever energies are present with you, really listening to your body. But what I'm really getting is that we are embodying, right? We are slowing down to actually embody and tap into the innate wisdom within our actual bodies, within what is actually present and here for us. So before I go into any specific messages and any guidance and tips that we can take with us and practices that we can take with us, like little promises and agreements to ourselves to really move forward in this way, to utilize this energy for whatever it is you have going on. I'm just gonna read this. It's really quick, but it really hit home for me. So hopefully some of you, this really resonates. It's a wonderful, wonderful reminder. So breathe into emptiness. Stir in the silence that winter gifted you. Touch new skin, the surprise aliveness the contours winter revealed. There is an echoing silence that precedes every new thing. Imbolc is the insistence of the spring waters pushing up through cold earth. It is the restlessness of birdsong, the persistence of the sap. It is the dark that folds around all that is stirring, saying, pace yourself, love. Pace yourself. Imbolc also calls us to be simple. We have nothing but what winter left us. We have nothing but our own stirring heartbeats and desires, nothing but the fire in our bellies that warmed us through the deepest darks. It is time to polish ourselves, to clear, clean, hone, to stand in the barest simplicity of our aliveness and promise ourselves to service, to spring. Make a simple promise to our wholeness, to becoming. Find the seed inside you, swollen with its own longing that insists with all the force of life that it will sprout when the time is right. Simple, naked, clean, fiercely alive. Fiercely and simply you, becoming one. And the writer of this is Miana Welty. Very, very, very powerful. So if you're interested in this, you don't only need to be a woman. It's very beautiful. So basically what that really brought up, and what really kind of started making sense, was the fact that, okay, yeah, we are still in our winter. We are still really in the deepest darks of winter, right? It is just beginning in some parts of the world. Some of us, we are actually able to see a little bit of spring. Like, I live in California, so we don't get too much winter. We have to go up in the mountains to really see all the snow and everything. No, I'm like the original California person that's like, snow, oh my gosh. It's like an event. It's somewhere you go to, right? But what I'm seeing is that us as human beings living as extensions of this earth, as extensions of source consciousness, we do have this nature within us, this cyclical nature, where we are really living by the seasons, where we are truly affected by the seasons or even by the moon. I don't like to see myself as someone that gives that power to the moon or to the seasons, depending on what is going on. But it's wonderful to see the moon and what phases it's in. This grandmother moon, her phases, right? It's wonderful to see the reflections within my life and see, okay, what can I focus on? What can I work on? Especially in circular ceremony during full moons, new moons, or even just noticing within my own moon cycle, right? So it's a really powerful way to reflect. And so are the seasons, to reflect on, okay, how do I feel during specific seasons within my life? Do I feel like I have that kind of cycle, right? Do I live that way, or am I always go, 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 go? Or am I always pretty easily just in that state of, okay, I'm resting, right? So we can use these times, right, when we are shifting, especially from month to month as well. And you can notice this for yourself. I highly suggest really tapping into your own cycle, whether that be your moon cycle, whether that just be how you relate to the seasons, how you relate to specific months and times in your life. Notice how you feel. Actually take note. Start journaling, right, about what is coming up for you, how you are actually feeling in the morning, how you are actually feeling. And then you may start to see that you have a sort of cycle within you, right? This is just returning to our roots, returning to these native roots of us as human beings, really living with the times of the earth. So if that resonates with you, I highly suggest, even if it doesn't, like, just start journaling every morning and letting yourself know, like, okay, this is how I feel. This is what I feel like doing. This is what I don't feel like doing. Just notice, right? Just notice without judging it. Seeing it as your higher self, taking that higher perspective. What also came up when I was pulling cards for the reading was just new beginnings, this door to spirit. And this is another synchronicity, right, that we have in bulk right now. And we are seeing that it's the beginning of this light year, right? We are opening up to spring and summer. And, you know, in this sense, if we look at it this way. But overall, we're seeing this opening. I like to see it as this opening to the white light, the divine love, divine light within and without. So we're really just opening up and seeing that, okay, can we be open to unlimited potential? Can we be open to unexpected situations, right? And gifts and surprises within your life? Can you be open to what spirit has for you, what source has for you, what life has for you? So really asking yourself this is a wonderful time to open yourself up to not have necessarily an end goal, right? Or an outcome that you want, right? Releasing that, letting go of control in the way that you have to know how things are going to turn out. So releasing that how and allowing divine love of all with no exceptions to guide you, right? Allowing your soul to guide you, trusting that your soul knows what the heck is going on, right? Trusting that and moving forward from that place where you can be open, even in your meditation practices, whatever spiritual practice that you have, sit down, stretch, whatever, be open to the experience completely. Try not to put it in a little bubble. We can have our intentions, but remembering that we are to be surprised, right? We are to be surprised by the unexpected, by the blessings that are really wanting to come our way. So that was a big thing, just opening this door to spirit to be like, okay, yes, can I be open? Are you open? Open up. This is a wonderful time to be activated in your gifts and your expression and who you truly are. It's owning who you are. And another message that really just came through was not dimming your light. Do not dim your light, right? You are already on this path. You are already here, starseed, light worker, earth angel, whatever you like to call yourself. Do not dim your light for no one, for no reason, for no situation and experience, okay? You can hold on to this. This is your power. There is no need for you to dim who you are, to suppress it any longer. It's time for you to step up into who you truly are. It's time for you to step up into that unapologetically, right? Radically being yourself. And okay, it might sound a little difficult at first to be like, okay, I can just be myself. Like, oh, if only that was easy. Well, this is where the shadow work comes in. This is where that inner love work comes in, where we actually are opening ourselves up to the patterns that we are seeing, the beliefs that we have around ourselves, our beliefs overall within these areas of spirituality and of truth, of love for ourselves, and even in interactions within our relationships. So open yourself up to that. If you really want to hone who you are, it's time for you to open yourself up to not being dragged and controlled and held so tightly, like squeezing your energetic being just by holding on to these things. Like, let them go for a second. Let go of this control, right? Separate yourself from these beliefs, these shadow aspects of yourself. Ask yourself, okay, what am I afraid of? What part of myself am I afraid to see? Okay, bring that forward. Take that higher perspective. Take yourself out of the mind for a second to see things from a new perspective. That is how we are going to be able to see that, oh yeah, I do have unlimited potential. I can choose how to change this. I can choose to release certain things, to alchemize, to turn it into something new. That is your power. Take your power back from these things that you're giving your energy away to, this resistance, this control, right? All of these excuses that we have for not being truly who we are, right? From a place of compassion. And this is the biggest thing. From a place of compassion where you can understand where all of this is coming from, right? From your heart. Have some empathy for yourself and for others. Have that compassion and love for yourself so that you can truly begin to spread that out, right? We have Valentine's Day. This is a perfect time for you to look how you can bring that tenderness and that love and that compassion inside, into your heart, to emanate and just vibrate that frequency of love and compassion and tenderness. All right, we're really tapping into this more, even, I want to say like this wild woman energy, where we are allowing the inner warrior to arise, but from a place of not necessarily like wild energy. Like, no, it's wild in the way that it's like this goddess or this god energy where you just know who you are and you own it, and you can allow yourself to express in so many different ways, to express in the weirdest way that you want, but also come close and see that beautiful intimacy of just stillness, right? Hopefully that kind of makes sense, but whatever that kind of means to you, that was definitely the energy that was coming through. And when we can hold ourselves in our own, when we can give all of that to ourselves, the universe is going to reflect that, okay? Whatever work that you do or whatever you give to yourself, you give to others, everything is energy, remember? So everything is just vibrating out. You're sending out a signal, okay? You are spreading it throughout the grid of our planet, into the heavens, like you are sending it out into the universe, and it spreads this healing, this love, this tenderness, this compassion, this owning your truth, this anchoring of what truth is for you is really sending out this vibration. It's sending it out, okay? It is spreading, it's influencing the energetics, intelligence of the universe to say that, okay, this is what they're giving to themselves. This is their worth. Let's create this energetic grid of what could possibly happen, bringing people into their lives that really can reflect this back, right? It's how you treat yourself. It's how you treat yourself, okay? And you can also see how you treat yourself within how you treat others, right? Where is it coming from? Notice, take yourself away from being in it all the time. Stop taking it so seriously, right? Just like pull back. Pull back. I used to say this a lot, like take yourself and get in that seat of the observer for just a little bit to notice what is real and what is true from this higher perspective, okay? We are human. We are working with the mind here. It's time to really open ourselves up, expand our consciousness past who we identify as, and see how we can shift in that way. So yes, overall, just stepping into your wild nature, right? Stepping into this place where you can say, okay, all of these shadows, these things that I'm afraid of, my fears, these beliefs that aren't serving me, right? These thoughts that need to literally be shifted and reprogrammed, all of that, step into that wild nature and begin to just slash it all, right? Begin to see what patterns are completing here, because there are patterns ready to be completed, ready to be just severed, right? And switched and flipped in this sense. So step into that place where you can just, you can be, and you can be completely yourself as you do all of this inner work, as you experience life and play on this planet as much as you can, right? As much as feels good. Take those opportunities to explore, to be in nature, to be with your loved ones, to have those conversations, to build this trust within yourself, okay? This is your alignment. This is you finding harmony in all aspects of your life. This is that balance that I've been talking about, is being able to open up and believe and remember that your body has this wisdom, okay? Your energy has this wisdom. The people that you love have this wisdom. We are all this divine love source energy. We are all streams of the same beautiful consciousness, okay? Even this earth. So another thing that you can really focus on is getting into your sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is very sympathetic with the third eye in the throat. So these are very powerful, intuitive points within our chakra system. And when you can tap into this energetic womb space, right? Your dantian, this seat of your life force energy, your belly, right? Tapping into your belly is tapping into your body's wisdom. Your body is so much more intelligent and so much stronger than you actually give credit for. So tap into that pleasure, that abundance, that creativity, right? And connect that within your third eye here, within your intuition, and into your throat to allow that to be expressed. And try not to get too focused on specific points in what they do. Like, they work all together, okay? The body and the energy is working all together. We are merging them and seeing that all parts of the body are truly one. So tapping into your body's wisdom, whatever that may mean for you, really begin to connect in that way, all right? To activate your birthright, to hold this pleasure, this love, this creative energy and abundance that you are within your being. Remind yourself by tapping into this area. See what happens. Connect, listen, speak to it. Speak to your body. It loves you. Speak to your inner waters, right? This will shift you so much in the ways of abundance. For me personally, maybe I'll talk about this sometime. I'm actually planning on doing something with the elements, but really working with water has helped me shift my abundance mindset like crazy. So the one thing that I really highly encourage everyone to do is to speak to their water, to bring their, like, if you have a water bottle, a container, a cup, right? Just bring it to your heart, breathe into it, send it love, speak affirmations of love and truth and abundance and all of that goodness, right, into your water. Give it your blessing, give it your healing, ask it to heal you. You can ask your inner waters. Remember, we are mainly water. This planet is mainly water, and the water has been here for as long as this earth has been here, right? The water that has been here for so long. It's just been recycled, right? It holds wisdom, it holds codes and keys within us. So speaking to our water can actually help us shift and change form. It's that powerful. Water has 4 phases. We can move and shift and transform our inner waters to truly become and align with what is true for us, right? So that was a lot, but that's basically how energy works. When we are alchemizing or transmuting, turning this sadness into joy, shifting it, right? Flipping it, changing form. The water does the same thing. Water is life force. Tap into that life force energy within your body. This is a huge reminder. Give yourself a hug for me. I love you so, 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 so much. Remember that I do have journal prompts and affirmations in the description box below if you want to dive in at any point during this month into these energies. Make it a ritual, you guys. Make it a ceremony. Light a candle, light some incense, maybe smudge a little bit. Bring any crystals, anything that feels good to you, stones close nearby. Grab your journal and just go for it. Turn on some music, some binaural beats, right? I have a whole playlist for that. You can just turn one on, put it in your ears and just be there. Turn the lights down. You can go outside in nature, call upon your angels and your guides. Just bring it in, all right? Set that space. Be in circle, in ceremony with yourself, and that is just gonna radiate outwards. So if you do that, thank you. I love you. Cosmic beings, earthly beings, beings of all, with no exception, from this divine love. Thank you so, 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 so much. So comment down below if you are going to try it, if anything actually resonated with you. Even if you have any codes or transmissions or anything you want to share, do that in the comments down below. Don't forget to like as well. It helps and supports me so much. And if you are not subscribed, hello, I love you. Welcome to my channel. Check it out and also subscribe. All right, you guys, I will see you in another video. Thank you for journeying with me into this February energy. I appreciate you all so much for taking a present moment with me. All right, so much love. I'll see you guys later.